Today we are going to discuss the method that one needs to use to solve for the derivatives of inverses of functions. So we are going to do this for the function of arcsine of the natural log of x. So the first steps is to find the derivative of this function as well as the inverse of the function. So f prime of x, the derivative of f, is equal to 1 over the square root of, because we're doing the derivative of arcsine first using the chain rule, 1 minus what was in arcsine, which is the natural log of x squared, and then we have to do the derivative of what's inside. So derivative of natural log of x is 1 over x. Okay, so we have the derivative. Now we have to solve for the inverse. So for the inverse, we have our function y equal to arcsine of the natural log of x. Now we need to switch the y's and the x's, so we can get rid of that and that. And now we have to solve for y. Okay, so now we have sine of x is equal to the natural log of y. So therefore y must equal to e to the power of sine of x. Okay, now using this formula above for the derivatives of the inverses of functions, we have to substitute in these two functions to solve it. So if we wanted to solve for this, the derivative of the inverse of the function of x, then we have to put our inverse function within our derivative function, and we have to put that in the denominator. So we have this derivative function, and we're going to put it in this denominator over here, as can be seen from this formula. So we have now 1 over x into the square root of 1 minus the natural log of x squared. Okay, but now within our derivative, we had our inverse. So now every time we see an x, we have to insert the inverse function, which was e sine of x, e to the power of sine of x. So we're going to take out those x's, and we put e to the power of sine of x. And same again here, e to the power of sine of x. Okay, now because we are doing the reciprocal of a reciprocal, we get this original denominator goes into the numerator, so we have e to the power of sine of x into the square root of 1 minus the natural log of e to the sine of x squared. Okay, and now using log laws, we can take this exponent out of the log, and we get the natural log of e to the power of sine of x is equal to sine of x times by the natural log of e. The natural log of e is just 1, so we have now the natural log of e times by sine of x, which is sine of x times by 1, which is just sine of x. So now we have sine squared of x. And that is the final solution to this